Howdy, Wee Desert Boy here. So today I took the Sig P938 Legion to the range, and there'll be some range footage along with the Sig SP 2022, and I can say that, you know, it went very well. Sig SP 2022, as I mentioned before, it's probably one of my favorite SIGs to shoot, or if not one of my favorite guns to take to the range. And then the P938, it worked very well as well. All targets were at 7 yards. Used primarily for FMJs. I used 115 grain blazer brass and some 124 grain blazer brass. And then for any self-defense rounds, they were Spear GDHP Gold Dot 124 grain hollow points, and also some Hornady FTX 115 grain. I started off with the Sig with the P938 with the Hornady 115 grain. Once again, the gun fits in your hand very well. It's the safety. After having it for a little bit, the safeties become, it's easier to operate, you know, it becomes more natural over time. Very accurate, very good on target. I would say that in the shooting that I did, if you looked at things like, thought of it in terms of maybe more like silhouettes, for both guns, really nothing outside the 9 ring, mostly all in the 10 and times bullseyes. As far as the above the torso kind of thing, all those none of them were off the target area, and they were all like about 2.5 inch groups. In rapid fire, you know, all using FMJ. I did 10 rounds with the SP 2022 and 7 with the Sig P938. Groupings were, if you didn't throw out the farthest one, probably about 5.5 inches, you know, so pretty much within probably the 9 ring, around there. If you threw that out, they're more like 4.5 inch groups, which I think is probably acceptable for purposes for going to the range. And as far as left-handed use of it, I did use my left hand with the SP 2022, shooting the kind of the diamond 8 inch ones where you have the 5 targets, and it was fairly accurate. I think out of 10 I might have had 2 that went off the target, but pretty close in to where the bullseyes were. With the Sig P938, with the 2x3 inch ovals, they're on the target, left-handed. 4 of them were inside the bullseye area. 6 of the 7 were all inside the target area. 1 was outside, but they were all pretty close in, and it surprised me that it was that easy to shoot left-handed, because remember, it has an ambidextrous safety as well. The SP 2022, that's probably one of the good things about it for being a DASA. It's a little bit easier sometimes with your left hand to work the decocker, and than some of the SIGs, I would say, from my experience. But overall, good day. The 124 grain, it's no doubt that some of the more like the Spear Gold Dot, it got to the target pronto, right at point of aim. Hornady's pretty good with the 115 grain FTX, no doubt. And then all the Blazer brass was pretty good too as well. But it's no doubt that that Spear ammunition seemed to perform well within the P938. I didn't use any of it in the SP 2022. So that's my range impressions. Once again, the 2022 to me just has nice weight and balance. It's not an overly heavy gun. It's long enough for a full size. It's comfortable to shoot, and the 938 for as small as it is, it's a very easy to be able to work on, getting your accuracy up. So do some long distance shooting next time around, and we'll see how that turns out. Thank you very much, and I'll also make a separate range video for both of them. Thank you. Once again, be safe out there. If you like, hit like and subscribe, and enjoy life. Thank you.